Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. If you are allowed to enter a building, but you are allowed to enter 5 minutes late, and that's not really that important, it doesn't really matter if you are 5 minutes late. The main point is that you wanted to enter the building and you succeeded in doing so. Yeah, you were 5 minutes late, that's not okay, but if you want to focus on that 5 minutes, then you miss the whole point. The point was to enter the building. So here we have an article where they report that Crimea, the peninsula that Russia annexed through a referendum, was attacked again by Ukrainian drones, a military base. It doesn't matter if you're attacked with 20 objects or drones or whatever they used, or you were attacked with 3. The main point is this: you were attacked and you did nothing. So the same, you entered the building, you had a successful attack. Now that you have 100 drones or 50 drones is really a detail. The main point is they did it. So let's see what's going on here. This article comes from Ukrainska Pravda, which reports on March 2nd, 2023, that 2 UAVs attack military base in Crimea, Russian media reports, right here. This is Kerch Bridge right here, Kerch Strait, Azov, Sea of Azov, and the rest here is Black Sea. And here is Sevastopol down here. The unmanned aerial vehicle, UAVs, are said to have attacked a Russian military base in the Saki district in Russian-occupied Crimea. Source Baza, a Russian telegram channel. Details: Baza reported that the attack took place on the night of 1 to 2 March. Information about the attack only appeared on the morning of March 2nd. According to the information obtained by Baza, 2 unidentified UAVs crashed on the base's premises around 2 a.m. They were either shot down by an air defense systems or crashed on impact with an electronic warfare system. One of the UAVs exploded, but there were no casualties. Its fragments damaged the wall of one of the buildings at the base. Background: the Russian Ministry of Defense claimed that 10 Ukrainian UAVs attacked Crimea on March 1st and that all of them were shot down. Well, 6 were blown up and 4 were supposedly jammed by their electronic warfare system. The occupiers reported explosions in south of occupied Crimea on the evening of 1st of March. A little bit in a hurry or something. So take it however you want that those guys tried to attack. In some instances, they, being the Ukrainians, succeeded in doing so. They have the ability, the capability, the military, prowess to do it. And remember, the Ukrainians, Podolyak, came and said, well, we did not attack Russia. Well, technically, under your definition of the situation and geography, you don't consider Crimea as Russia. And he said drones. We didn't use drones to attack Russia. Well, first, Crimea, according to you, is not Russia. Secondly, maybe they were not drones, they were something else, and then you just deny by claiming technicalities. Did you shoot him? Did you, instead of saying did you kill that person, you say, hey, did you shoot that person? I didn't shoot that person. I stabbed him, but no, I didn't shoot it. So there's the same thing here. The question should be asked differently when you ask these guys, did you attack Crimea? Did you attack by air? And then that comprises a lot of what kind of attack. Did you use airplanes, UAVs, rocket, missiles? What did you use? So you have to say yes if you used something. But hey, maybe they will learn to ask the question right, or maybe they asked the question right, but the weasel answered it the way he wanted. Obviously, you answered the way you wanted, but you know what I mean? Like this. The point is, in the past 2 days, from 28th, 1st, and now 2nd, the Ukrainians were capable and successfully hit certain targets, or at least crossed into Russia with whatever UAVs and UFOs, whatever you want to consider. And I remind you, something happened in St. Petersburg, which is very, very north of Ukraine, which they over there they closed the airspace for about 7 hours. They got the fighter jets up in the air. They closed the commercial air travel, and that's by the Baltic Sea, that's by Estonia, by the Baltic states. And they say, well, it's just a training. It was not a training. If it's a training, you don't, everybody is going in a circle over there. First, the second one, remember, they attacked 50 miles south of Moscow yesterday, amounting on the 28th, and they say it was a drone, whatever it was. It traveled a long distance from the border, if it was sent from the border, deep into Russia. Again, that's a very successful attempt. Now that you go south in Crimea, in the Azov Sea, again, they attack an airfield. If you go down into Sochi, next to Sochi, a little bit, 20 miles maybe north of Sochi, again, they attacked a refinery. They blew it up. At least they caused some damage, not blow it up, but caused some damage, explosions. Then they have another military base over there in the same area, and another in the Caucasus. Another attack that was attempted to destroy a gas distribution station. Yes, it was. So then they say, well, they were sent 10 drones and we shot them all down, 6 and 4. I just told you that. So it's not mainly, you were 5 minutes late. Did you successfully attack this country? Did you penetrate their air defense system? Did they shoot some of yours down? Yes, but the point is that these guys were able and willing to do that. That's the victory for them. The problem is the Ukrainians are playing the panic tactic, in which they say it was not us. It must have been some Russians inside of your country that are organizing as partisans. Therefore, try to produce a certain kind of hysteria in the country. Well, you're going to think that who's who, what's what. That's the one thing. And the other one makes you wonder, hey, maybe not all of us love Putin. Like the opinion polls show that around 80% support the criminal in the Kremlin. So, as I said, the point is they succeeded. And I'm waiting, and I said it's going to happen, and it's going to happen. The Ukrainians, this is the second attempt to reach Moscow, in my assessment. First one, the drone that was flying towards Moscow, straight towards Moscow, fell 150 kilometers southwest of Moscow. The direction, the trajectory was This one fell, as I said, 50 kilometers south, or miles, kilometers I think it was, south of Moscow. So the main prize is hitting something within Moscow. Not the Kremlin necessary, but something around it. And then we will claim, see, we can reach you, we can do whatever, but we gentlemen, we're not going to do it. And both of those were successful attacks. Why? Because they showed they can get so deep in Russia. It's just a matter of tweaking something, and that would be a hit. Concerning for the Russians? Yeah, concerning. But anyway, that's how war is. You can't only punch. Sometimes you get punched back. Sometimes more than you punch, you get punched. So you have to stay the course and, show determination, or lose. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.